Hi and welcome to EscapeArtist. This is the third video in my Chasing Sand series where I'm looking for the best beach camping I can find in southeast Queensland. Today's journey starts here in Bundaberg and we're heading north from here to explore the beaches around Agnes Water and 1770. So stay tuned, we'll get on the road. First port of call today is Deepwater National Park. So to get there we turn off the road to Agnes and we head towards Baffle Creek. Go through Baffle Creek and into Deepwater, which is a really nice ride, and towards the end it gets really sandy. And from all reports it's been chopped up pretty bad, so it'll be made for some interesting riding with all the weight on the bike. I'm in Deepwater National Park at Wreck Rock. There's a campground here which is full, and you know, it's the typical sort of national park campground where everyone's 20-30 metres away from each other, so it's not really my scene, which doesn't matter because it's full. So I'm pulling up here at the picnic area. I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to head down to the beach. You might be able to hear it. There's waves crashing in the background. I'm going to head down there, have a look, get some footage. That was Deepwater. It's a nice challenging ride. Came out of that unscathed, so that's nice. Didn't have to pick this big heavy pitch up. Good. Alright, so we're only a couple of k's out of Agnes, and Agnes is a beautiful beach town, it really is. I'm not going to Agnes though, I'm going to skip straight through it and I'm going to go to Middle Creek campground. There is another one in at Eurimbula National Park, but it'll be much the same as Deepwater, it'll just be packed in. The campsites are about 20 metres away from each other. Middle Creek is a much better option, so let's get going and get there. There's been no one here, so getting here on a Wednesday I thought that would be much the same, but it wasn't. The campground was full, and I was just sort of thinking, well, I probably need to head somewhere else and find a place in the bush because it was getting quite late. And there was a fella camped there, and he could see that I was looking for a spot to camp. He said, oh, well, you know, you're welcome to pitch your tent sort of over there on that flat spot if you want to. I really don't mind. And I didn't want to go any further really, and he seemed like a nice fella, so that's what I did. His name was Len, and he's one of the most interesting blokes I've met in a really long time. I had a fantastic evening, and he showed me something really special with a fire, which I'm sure some of you have probably seen before. He liked to call it the chimney effect. So Len had this fairly large log with a bit of a hole in the middle that he'd laid down on its side, and I was just about to go to bed, and he's like, oh, that chimney will start really cranking in a minute, and he was fairly passionate about it, so I thought, well, I'll stick around and see what happens here. And I'm really glad I did. It was nothing short of amazing. pitch my tent in someone else's campsite. Yeah, Middle Creek, it's not the quiet place that it used to be, but it's still pretty beautiful and well worth the journey. So I'm not heading back to point A, I'm heading further north. When you get to this sign here, if you follow to the left there, that'll take you through to Turkey Beach, or at least the access road to get to Turkey Beach, and from there the Bruce Highway. So that's where I'm going. I'm heading up to Gladstone next, so that's the way I want to go. And the last time I was travelling through that road, it was a bit of a mission, so hopefully it's the same. Although with the popularity of the area, I'm thinking it's probably a little bit better maintained than it used to be. Anyway, it's a pretty good journey, and it's not hard top, so that's what I'm after. And we'll carry on. This one didn't quite make it. Probably not how that works. It's just another reminder, we're in the middle of nowhere here. We're a long way from any kind of help. So it's just another reminder of, you know, carry your PLB. Not that you're going to get your bike stuck like that, but you know, if you did happen to get stuck out here, there's probably a bit of traffic, but if there weren't, you're going to need to be pressing that PLB when things get dire. You could probably walk out from here really if you had enough water and food, but still, carry your PLB. Bummer. That's the sign I like to see. what a great road that is. That's just fantastic. That's really my cup of tea. Some guys like the highway, some guys like long stretches of gravel road, some guys like single track. I really like that, just full of obstacles. You're never quite sure what's in front of you, just eyes forward all the time. It's got your full attention. You're only doing sort of 20 to 30 k's an hour, but I really enjoy that. That was thoroughly fun. So that's the end of this episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope some of you got something out of it and maybe are logging that one into your plans as far as somewhere to go. It's a good fun ride and it's beautiful countryside. Please hit like, share, don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode. I'm off to Gladstone. I'm going to go and ride on an island, so stay tuned for that, and until then, see you next time.